One thing that women don't understand, all of the rules that you grew up hearing. I know that people like to act as if women just act a certain way. Oh, whatever. I'm talking to women, especially black women. All of the rules that you grew up hearing, oh, you gotta be clean, oh, you gotta be this, oh, you gotta do that, always have your hair done, always da-da-da, you can't talk this way, you can't da-da-da-da-da. They don't care. Men don't care. They created all of that stuff so that they could make you less confident, so that they could make you doubt yourself, hate yourself. They created the whole idea of femininity. Women are not supposed to act like this. Women are not supposed to act like this, right? So you have to create the idea of a woman, say this is how you're supposed to be, which is really men talk, like the things that they want us to be, it doesn't even make sense. It's all to get validation from other men. So it's like, why don't you date each other if you care about each other's? You're literally saying that a woman shouldn't grow hair, shouldn't talk back, shouldn't do certain things that are human. So you're changing the entire thing. You're changing the entire thing about what a woman's supposed to be, right? That does something to you psychologically, mentally, spiritually. That does something to you. And how that affects you is going to affect you physically too, right? So you get the woman broken. It's very strange how we notice the things that white people have done to black people, people of color, whatever, the little things that they've done to break us. And then what happens later? You can do whatever you want to someone when you break them. So then you turn around and you blame women for being broken and being able to be more susceptible to men who are like that. So then it's like, okay, but why would you be with a man who this, that, and the third? He ain't shit, da da da. You always see these amazing women who are with men who are horrible. Do you not understand that that's literally like what the world has prepared us for? Men that are bad. They literally start you when you're a child. I noticed that I have this I don't want to be controlled. I don't want to, whenever there's a man, I'm really I'm so triggered by just the idea of because it's not like something's not happening to you. You can see that something is happening. It's not just they gaslight you into thinking that you're making it up, when there are actual, there has to be things actually happening to me for me to talk about it, right? And or things I could be seeing things happening to other people, women, for me to talk about it. But then they turn around and go, there's nothing going on, da, da, da. Bro. And it's sad because with all this information, they still are just swamped by the misinformation too. To the point where it's like, same thing with black people. They could have a bunch of books around and you won't do anything with them because you've been brainwashed into believing that that's not even where you should be going. Women don't understand that the secret and the key is in education and removing themselves from male shit, male culture, male supremacy. Same way that black people have to remove black people, quote unquote black people, melanated people, whatever we were called before they decided to call us black. We need to remove ourselves from white people. We need to remove ourselves from white culture because it is a poison, it is a sickness. What? But here's the thing. You don't get white culture, white supremacy without patriarchy. You don't get it. You don't. I just think that I don't know. I just wanted to rant and vent because I think that I'm hearing it so much. You keep on blaming women. I'm like, wait, I am annoyed because I remember being told things from adult, and I know for a fact that the things that I was told, I think that I had a very privileged childhood when it came to racism, sexism, because I didn't endorse racism until I was probably 22 or something, in my face. But sexism, I understood it. But it was always one of those things where I'm like, okay, well, I don't want this to happen to me, because I see it so much. But you know how when people are raised with that shit, they raised with colorism, racism in their family, that type of sex, I was never raised with that. That's a privilege because it's although I see it, I don't have to deal with the effects of it. There are girls who are raised being told, oh, you too hairy, you too this, you gotta do this, you talk too much. But it's not that they're talking a lie, it's literally that they're talking. You smell, girl, little girls are not supposed to smell like that. I remember being told that little girls were not supposed to smell And I'm like, wait. And now, as an adult, I have this thing where I have to carry spray or oil or something. I'm always like, nobody's ever told me that I stink, and people actually tell me that I smell good, but I have this thing where I have to keep on. I do it periodically all the time, especially around men, and I do it all the time. And I'm like, God damn it, like, I wasn't told everything that other women were told, but I'm like, hold on a second, I remember being told certain things. So you're gonna act like we weren't raised a certain way, and then now you're gonna blame the effects of how we were raised on us. You go with guys who lied to you at first about who they are, and then they start grooming you into accepting certain things. But then it's like the things that you're accepting, you probably saw that, or you've never saw it, you didn't see it, and you tell people about it. But some people will literally tell you to stick it out. Oh, he has potential because he has a job, da-da-da-da. That's the one thing that a lot of women are told. A lot of women are told, oh, just, whatever, love, whatever. But a lot of women are told, just make sure he has a job. Do you know that you're setting up women to be abused? You're setting up women who have been taught that they need to find a man to protect them and do things for them and da-da-da-da. And then the man, he was taught that he needs to find a woman to do things for him. He needs to have money, this, that, and the third. But when it plays out in real life, if he wasn't taught other things, to be a good person, to this, to that, to cook, to clean, da 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 da, help each other, da da da, you're screwed, because you're going to be doing everything. Why is every woman talking about the same thing, but every man, oh no, that's not true, you just need to know how to pick them? Every woman is saying the same thing, but then every man is saying you just need to know how to pick them. But there are more women on the planet. Now I'm gonna just start yelling. I remember when I first started Instagram, I used to always post videos, da da da. When I started this Instagram, I decided to not, because I wanted it to be, I don't know, just pictures. But now I see y'all niggas moving to the video. Okay. I just wanted to rant. How y'all doing? It's 11:42 a.m. Hope y'all having a good day. Tell me what y'all doing in the comments. But nah, for real, nah. And here's another thing. The internet is making it so you talking about what you went through, I could be like, oh, okay, peep. Now I can, see it and, watch out for next time. We literally, that's another function of the internet and the social media and stuff like that. We need to be able to have each other's backs, because these niggas is lying. And here, how you gonna blame women for doing what you told them to do? Girls who are raised to be brainwashed into thinking that they were not important, they were not valuable, and they have to do everything for men. What type of women you think that's going to produce? And it's disgusting how you blame mothers. Disgusting how you blame mothers. But that's another video, how you blame mothers. I'm gonna talk about that too, because disgusting. You blame the mothers that stayed, but never the fathers that left. And then when we're talking about black men are more likely to be in the home than any other race. So it's a myth that black men are just, they're absentee fathers. Men, period, do this. Period. Oh my God, deadbeat dads is a white man. Stop playing. So then when we're talking about, okay, so then if you're here, what you doing? Why is she doing everything? Why are you getting mad at her for doing everything? Oh, my mom's calling now because I was